Welcome back to Mystical Heart Tarot readings. This is on our little missing summer moon Utah wells, as seen through the eyes of a stranger with the help of spirit. Now, I know y'all have left some questions in the comment section under my last video. But I have some questions. I've been doing some research on Google Earth, that is. So I have questions related to my Google Earth search. I took a screenshot that my spirit guide can see. And so I'm going to ask my spirit guide to help me understand who owns the property that is southeast of Summer's home. So I'm being told I've got the Seven of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Dad is Scorpio. And then I get the Empress, which would represent Mom. So that property that I'm looking at on Google Earth apparently is part of their property. Which makes sense. And now I've got cold goosebumps. So the next question. And I have a reason for these questions. What is on that property that is southeast of Summer's home? What is on that property? So we have the Four of Cups, and we know that Cups, Scorpio, Pisces, and that's would be Dad. The Nine of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, I'm not sure who. Well, could be I asked what was on the property, not who. So, I've got cups. There's some water on that property. There might be a little bit of a walk, but not necessarily a road you could drive on. That's the Nine of Wands, in case you were curious. We have the Hangman here. So there might be some drop-offs. Let's clarify these. Clarify the Four of Cups. We've got the Five of Cups in reverse, so that's just telling me more water. We're going to do the Nine of Wands. Clarifying the Nine of Wands, please. Now I really got cold chills. I'll come back to this. And I'll explain when I come back what is on that property. And we're doing the Three of Cups. Clarifying the Three of Cups, please. And now I'm going to go ahead and pull a clarifying card for the Hangman, so I could just read them all out, because I pulled the clarifying card for the Three of Cups in reverse is the Devil. Clarifying the Hangman, please. And we got the Page of Cups. My question was, what is on that property that is southeast of Summer's home? And I stopped explaining here. Why did I stop explaining here? Because this is the Star card in reverse. The Star card represents summer. We have the Three of Cups in reverse, clarified by the Devil which is the sign of Capricorn. Toxic behavior. Now my understanding is the flute player moved away, but there are other Capricorns. From what I could gather, if it is accurate information, there is a law enforcement officer that is a Capricorn. And again, the hangman, like I said, there could be a cliff or something, and then at the bottom of the cliff could be water. So my question is, hello? Hey. Okay, can I call you back? Everything's okay, right? Okay, I'll call you back. I'll call you back. Alright? Love you, bye. Sorry about that. I apologize for that phone call. I was just concerned about my family member. So, I've got very cold chills, and it's not cold in my house. So the next question. So when I look at the map, the dog trail is not really that far from the property that I'm referring to. I actually did a measurement. There's a building on this property. I can see it I can see the roof of it, but I cannot see the actual building. There's actually, I think, more than one building. But I can't get in a view close enough with my Google Earth to actually take a look at it. to see exactly what it is. But the dog trail sort of winds down towards that property. It actually goes towards that property. And then the building is southeast of the dog trail. So, with that in mind, who was with Summer? Who took Summer down the dog trail that leads to the property that I'm referring to? Pentacles, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Mom, grandma, possibly flute player. Swords, Summer, possibly the church teacher. I'm going to do one more question. If anybody out there that knows that area, that has Google Earth, can put in her address and then look east, southeast, and see the buildings on that property, if I don't know if that property was searched. I don't know if that building was searched. And I don't know how to put that into a question to ask. Because that's yes or no. Was the building searched? And even if it was, could there be a downstairs that you don't notice when you walk in? Some sort of trap door? Who was at the house the day that someone went missing, that they claim they took Grandma to the hospital for an appointment, picked up a prescription, went to the pharmacy, went swimming, picked a prescription up, went shopping. If indeed all that really did happen. That day. Let me rephrase the question. Let me rephrase this question instead of putting it that way. The day that Summer went missing, and went down the dog trail, who was at the house, her house? Who was at Summer's house the day she went missing down the dog trail? Not counting law enforcement, because I'd be pulling too many cards for that. Prior to law enforcement's arrival, who was at the house? Anybody else? So we've got the swords here twice. We know Summer is most likely one of these. Church teacher could be one. The wands Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Could be any number of people. But I've got cups. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So was it Dad or was it the young man? This one is difficult because I'm not getting Mom and Grandma's card up here. And I'm not sure why. Somebody was watching this person. And now I'm getting a headache. I don't usually clarify who cards. But we're going to do it this time. Clarify the Seven of Swords. Clarify the Seven of Swords. That's the Chariot, somebody under the sign of Cancer. I don't know, I can't recall anybody under that sign. Clarifying the King of Wands. That one flew out. The Empress. There's Mom. In reverse, but there's Mom. Two of Swords. Clarify the Two of Swords, please. We've got the Ten of Cups. So we got Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces again. The Four of Wands, we're going to clarify that. And we get the Nine of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Clarifying the Ace of Cups. We've got the Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So, and look what's on top. Capricorn. So, what I'm taking from this is that there was a lot of people there. But Spirit could be mixing in law enforcement, even though I asked prior to law enforcement's arrival. Some of these could be law enforcement. So I just... Who is there? Like I said, I tried to specify prior to law enforcement arriving, but I think I ended up having law enforcement in this mixture because I don't know of anybody under the sign of Cancer. And this is a who question, so I'm going by the astrology signs. Other than the Empress, which the Empress doesn't have an astrology sign associated with it, however, it does represent the mother. When it is like this, that is the mother. And even though it's turned upside down, it's still the mother. Because it's the Empress card. It's just in reverse. And this one could have arrived later in the day, which is why he's on the top of the deck, the Capricorn. This could be either the flute player or, like I said, possibly a law enforcement officer. I will get to the questions that was left in the comment section on the other video. But as I said, I was focusing on Google Maps. Mr. Hart has abilities. He's actually the one that pointed out that building on that other property that is east-southeast. And so when he brought it to my attention, I downloaded Google Maps, which I didn't even have on my device. And I sat here after he went to bed last night and I did a little more looking into it. I can't get an actual address. I don't know. The cards are saying that that's part of Summer's parents' property. And it very well could be. I don't know. But if it is, the view that I'm looking at on Google Earth, east-southeast, on my Google Earth, you can see the roof of a larger building and a smaller building. They're pretty well hidden. I tried to do the 3D view to view it actually from a different perspective, but I couldn't get a good look at the buildings. So, if indeed that is part of Mom and Dad's property, the property itself could have been searched. Most likely was searched. However, how well those buildings were searched is another question. And the dog trail leads down to that location if you follow it. When I did a line of distance from the roof of the one building to Summer's house, it was only 643 feet. Not far at all. Yeah. So, I'm going to end this video here. Like I said, I will put up another video with pertinent questions from the previous video. I'm a little in shock on what came out as to what's on that property. I'm actually a little speechless, to be quite honest. If you're new here, hit the like, subscribe, notification bell so you get notified, because you never know when I'm going to put a video out. I send much love, many blessings to all my subscribers and viewers. As always, I'll see you back next time. Have a wonderful day.